Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As some of you may know, I started my first year of university this week, and today I thought I would show you the items that I keep in my pencil case for my first semester. Some of you may be disappointed because I don't have a large fancy pencil case with lots of compartments filled with expensive pens of every color. But the items I keep in my pencil case are my personal favorite stationery items, and I consider them to be my essentials. So I hope you enjoy this video, and hopefully you'll get some inspiration for items you may consider keeping in your pencil case this school year. So my pencil case is from a brand called Dark, and I got it from a family member as a birthday gift. It's got two compartments, one in which I keep my calculator and writing utensils, and a smaller one in which I keep other items. In my opinion, the most important thing to keep in your pencil case is a good black or blue pen for writing. And you've seen this pen before. It is my all-time favorite stationery item, the Pentel Energel 0.5mm needle tip pen. I just can't describe how much I love this pen. It is so smooth and the ink dries so fast you can highlight almost immediately after writing with it. I use this pen for writing textbook notes, lecture notes, and almost anything else. Just as important as having a good pen is, of course, to have a good pencil. I prefer using mechanical pencils so that I'm not reliant on having a pencil sharpener, and the mechanical pencil I use is the Pentel Energize 0.5mm. As with my other Pentel pen, this one is also very comfortable to hold, and I use this for doing practice questions and calculations, as I can easily erase any mistakes. Next, I always keep a highlighter that I can use while going through my textbook, documents, and reports, and also just to add some color to my class notes. I use these zebra mileliners, and this particular one is from the pastel pack. It's got one tip for highlighting and also a thinner tip that is perfect for underlining. I know a lot of people don't like using highlighters because they're often very brightly colored, making the highlighted text hard to read, and this is why I use the mileliners. As the name says, the colors are mild to the eye, so it's much better to read the highlighted text. They come in 20 different colors, which makes it super easy to use them for color coding your notes. Then I also bring a color gel pen, and this one is a 0.5mm Zebra Sarasa pen from the Milk Color Pack. I find it very useful to have a color gel pen when drawing graphs or diagrams and for adding details to my notes. And my go-to pens for this purpose are the Zebra Sarasa Milk Color pens or the regular Pilot Juice pens. However, any colored pen of your choice will do. I also bring a couple of extra pens. These are big ballpoint pens, the absolute cheapest kind, but they work really good and they come in different colors. In high school, we were sometimes required to bring a blue and red pen to physics class. I haven't started my physics class for this semester yet, but they may be smart to have for that purpose. Otherwise, it's always good to have a couple of extra pens in case you lose one or if someone has forgotten theirs. Then the last thing in my main compartment is my calculator. I have the Casio FX82EX, which I got because it's one of the two calculators we're allowed to use for our exams. I really like it though, and I've used it every day since I started. So if you're studying any sciences, then you should definitely consider getting a cheap scientific calculator that you can fit into your pencil case. Now we are moving on to the smaller compartment, which is where I keep my items that are not writing utensils. The first item is an essential if you write with pens, and that is correction tape. I use the Pritt Compact Flex correction tape, and I prefer tape over fluid as it's so much faster to apply and you can write on it immediately after it's been applied. It was not expensive either, so it's definitely worth keeping in your pencil case. Then I also keep a small pad of post-it notes. I use these for writing details and reminders in my notebooks. for making quick summaries in textbooks, and just for anything else that I need to write down quickly, but doesn't necessarily need to be written in a notebook. These ones are from Clas Ohlson, but they're just a cheap generic kind that can be bought virtually anywhere. This is an item that I didn't use to bring in my pencil case, but after I started doing it, I honestly can't imagine not keeping them there, so they're definitely an essential for me. I, of course, also keep an eraser in my pencil case. This is the regular white eraser from Muji. If you've seen my first Muji haul, I talked about this and said I didn't like it, but now that I've used it a while, I find that it works well. Like, it's not revolutionary in any way, but it does its job and therefore has earned its place in my pencil case. Next, I always keep a pack of spare lead for my mechanical pencil because I don't want to start a lecture only to find out that my pencil is empty. This is from Pilot and it's by far the cheapest type considering how much lead you get, but it works perfectly with my Pentel pencil, so you definitely don't need to buy expensive lead or even lead from the same brand as your pencil. Finally, there are 2 items in the back, and the first is this small collection of page markers. I always keep them with me as they are so useful to have when I am, for example, studying in the library and I want to mark off a certain passage in my textbook without having to fold the page. And they don't take up much space either, so they're one of my favorite type of items to keep in my pencil case. And then last but not least is of course a ruler. This is a regular 15cm ruler from Muji, and what I really like about this is that the edges are angled, which makes it very comfortable to use. I used to bring a large ruler that didn't fit in my pencil case, but I found that I rarely needed a long ruler and I always spent way too much time trying to find it, so it's definitely smart to consider buying a short, cheap ruler to take with you in your pencil case. So that is it for what I keep in my pencil case for university this semester. This may of course change, but I think it's a great start, and I'm very happy that I can fit everything I need into a fairly small pencil case. All of these items are pretty inexpensive, and you can easily find cheaper alternatives for the more pricey ones. I hope this was helpful if you're still figuring out what to bring in your own pencil case this year, and as always, I would love it if you share any tips of your own in the comments. I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you soon with another video.